Do you intend to go through this gate?
Do you intend to stop me?
No, but you should know what's waiting for you. This is not like in the old camp, and not like being with the sect loonies either.
And what am I expecting here?
There are no guards or Templars to look after you. It's every man for himself. The only ones who stick together are us mercenaries.
What do the mercenaries do?
We are the mercenaries of the water mages. Our target is to break free from here. We're working hard for it, and don't plan to take things easy like the guys from the old camp who are just having an easy time resting on the backs of the diggers. And we all follow Lee. He's a great man. He's the one who holds this damn camp together.
What do the mages do?
They investigate the magic characteristics of the ore our scrapers collect in the mine. As far as I know, they want to blow the whole damn ore mound sky high to free us from the barrier.
Sounds dangerous.
They said we shouldn't worry.
You have a massive ore mound here?
You could say that. We could buy the king's wife for that. But we don't give a damn about trading the ore with that old fart. We want to get out of here.
What about the rest of the people?
All crooks. They don't give a damn about the camp. I'd rather just have the peasants guarding the front gate.
Where's the ore mound?
You want to see a real mound of ore, do you? There's a hole in the middle of the cave. They shove it all in there. But you won't get anywhere near it, I can tell you. The mages and our people guard the ore day and night.
I was just curious. How are things going at the moment?
The scrapers are still collecting. Once they have enough ore, we'll blow the mound up. Watch your back.
Gomer.
Are you looking for something?
I'm looking for leaks in the dam. I reckon there's a lurker gnawing at the foundations. The beast grinds its teeth and claws against the stones and wooden beams underwater. If it carries on, the whole dam will soon be undermined.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Sure, stop that beast from gnawing at my dam.
Where can I find the beast?
I'd hunt round on the other side of the lake. Nobody ever goes there. That's probably where its den is.
Did you build the dam?
Yes, I built the dam back when we founded the new camp. Of course everyone helped, but I was the master builder.
Окей. Це там. Ага, понятно.
And where do you want to go?
Why? In there.
Forget it. Silas only wants to see scrapers and rogues in his bar.
I'm a scraper, and I'm thirsty.
You don't look like no scraper. You won't get in here like that, boy.
Same old story. People don't need to know it.
Що? Чого я не можу до вас зайти? Може, попробуємо переплисти, подивитися, чи це луркер, чи хто там риє йому. Мішає. О, чекай, тут щось є. Успокойся. Хлопи, у вас тут стіни нема? Я теж не пробиваю, правильно? Я чую, в нього не можу забрати життя. Ну, це ж типа... Ну, жесть, це, ну, як? Як, якщо я цим мечом не можу йому нічого зробити? То, как би... А, бар'єр? Тут? Так близько? Ладненько.
I want to improve my handling of one-handed weapons.
Of course. It'll cost you, though. I want 30 ore.
Рівень 2, 20 очків, 50 руди, 20 навичок. Угу. У мене 18 всього. Поки що це єдині вороги, які вже не страшні. Тут щось є, чи я просто так заліз? Тут... Ну, тут ти не напринеш. Дивно. Ну, ладно. Тут, походу, немає нічого. І тут виходить теж. Ну, йдемо пробуємо до шахти. Там вже будемо закінчувати на сьогодні. Що, чи я луркера не пробиваю? Чому?
Ah, a visitor. Don't make any trouble here, or else you'll be for it.
I just want to have a look around here.
Then mind you don't step on anybody's feet.
I want to go into the mine.
I can hardly believe you'll manage that. But just speak to Okil.
I'd better be going.
I hope we understand each other.
I'll just have a look around here.
Then just watch out that you don't mess up here in the hollow, else you'll be in your grave faster than you'd like to think.
Who are you?
I'm Okil. I'm the boss of the hollow.
I just wanted to have a glance into the mine.
Oh, you just wanted to stroll into the mine. Suppose you don't have a clue what's going on here. Nobody sets a foot in the mine without my permission. Always remember, whoever goes into the mine or the gatehouse without my permission is a dead man.
Will I be allowed to go in?
I don't even know you. Why should I let you go into the mine? Now scram! I have things to see to.
Може так? Чи ти дивишся на мене? Що я тобі вже такого зробив? Кріпач... драбина... Я ж взагалі забувся, за цю копальню забувся. Ну, мені писали, що тут десь можна знайти халявні доспехи.
Hey, you, what's up?
Hi.
You're walking about here as if you were searching for something.
Really? Maybe you're right. Why?
Great, ask me, maybe I can help you.
What did you have in mind?
What do you need?
What about a good sword, thick armor, or access to the mine?
Oh, no, that's nothing. I can give you something that'll make your eyes pop out of their sockets. I can give you a weapon that will defeat any foe. You only need to do me a small favor. then it'll be yours. What do you say?
No, just leave it. I'm not interested.
Well then, as you wish. You've had your chance.
I thought about it. I'd like to get back to your offer now.
It's too late now. You've had your chance.
I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I don't...
Oh, you're busy. I'll see ya.
Не пам'ятаю, що це за квест від нього мав би бути такий. Чесно.
Hey, you! You're not...
I need to...
Then leave.
Рілі, тебе не питаєш? Щойно з тобою говорили. Коротка пам'ять людини, да? Найманець. Розбійник, свині. Каре курити? Ти. Шкідливо для здоров'я.
Who are you?
I'm the best mining engineer this damn colony has ever seen, my boy. I make sure half our boys don't go getting themselves killed by falling rocks just because they're too stupid to scrape the right places.
I'd like to join you as a scraper.
Oh, yeah? Well, just don't think you're gonna get anything much out of it. There's 3 portions of rice a day. Any extra, you'll have to see to yourself. Do you know why we're doing this? We're doing this job so one day we can all walk out of here to freedom. Well, that means all the ores to be handed in. Then it goes on the big ore mound. And once a month, everybody who's been working here gets 50 ore to get stoned on. That's the most important things you ought to know. Do you at least have any experience on the job?
No.
Of course you don't. Why is it always me? Okay, listen carefully. You take this stuff and put it on. Here. If an ore nugget falls on your foot while you're not wearing your protective clothing, you'll be crippled for life and only worth half of what you were before to us. There'll be a pickaxe lying somewhere around here, but you won't be able to do much with it. Well, so what?
How much ore have you collected so far?
The mages say that we won't need much more. Go to the new camp and have a look at the mound.
What are you...
I just wanted to...
Suppose you can see that the mine is locked.
I've still got...
That's...
Я і забув, що тут в залежності від того, який одяг, так тебе сприймають. Окей. В цьому нас пустять нанизу в бар. Скажімо так. Туди йти далеко. Так, що мені потрібно для того, щоб звичайних луркерів пробивати? Якийсь демедж їм вносити. От, типа, скільки ударів наніс, йому хоч би хне, та як бос, рейд-бос, а не луркер. Так жорстоко.
It was obvious that rely on somebody, and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
And where do you want?
Why?
For
I'm a scraper, and I'm thirsty.
you look like one of those filthy rats. Come on in.
People always talk. That's not really my problem.
Ah,
You're from the free mind, right?
Right. How'd you find that out?
There must be something about that
As
story.
long as I'm not
after all.
involved.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear. I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
How are things?
Great. We trade our homemade rice snaps for ore.
If you think.
Well, the boys carry in enough ore. Where should they spend it if not here?
Well, hang on.
I want a
Not
drink.
go rushing in
You'll
on
have to
things.
pay for it.
People don't need to know it.
Some people never learn.
бритва. Відмички, хліб,
Keep out of it.
можна м'ясо, 100 стріл. Ну,
You're probably right.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
I doubt.
Some.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need it.
You're very.
What are you doing?
I'm making rice snaps, boy. Here, have a bottle, but don't tell Silas.
How's the distillery going?
I can hardly keep up with these guys. Man, can they drink. That's a good thing, really. While I'm busy, the Rice Lord's lapdogs leave me alone.
What can you tell me about the Rice Lord?
He's a damn swine. His thugs pick on the weak and force them to work in the fields. The only one who could stand up to him is Horatio, but he doesn't do violence. Well, I did once hear him say he'd love to smash the Rice Lord's head in, but he'd never really do it. It'd go against his beliefs.
I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore. As long as
рацію.
some.
Same.
You don't look very happy.
I'm not. I need to get rid of a whole pile of weed.
You're here to sell goods from the sect camp?
Yes, but I just can't be bothered.
Show me what you have.
Here.
I could sell the weed for you for a consideration, of course.
Forget it. I'm not as drunk as all that. You just go running away with it.
Here you go. Have another drink on me.
Thanks, man. I'll drink to your health.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Think about it.
Let's talk
Give me the
about
weed and
something
we'll
else
share the
instead.
profit.
No, man.
Shouldn't be
I'll
doing
manage.
here.
Maybe. You probably.
Все, нема більше нічого.
It was obvious there
Let's
would be
go.
trouble ahead.
It was obvious that.
There was a time when things would have gone very
That wasn't very clever.
Think. shouldn't believe everything you... As long as I'm not involved.
You're from the sect camp, aren't you?
We call it the Brotherhood. I'm Baal Kagan. The sleep will be with you.
What are you doing here?
Originally, I was sent here to convince people to join our Brotherhood. But these barbarians are not interested in spiritual enlightenment. Therefore, I'm restricted to selling swamp weed. And that is a popular occupation here. Too popular. I can hardly deliver as much as they want to have.
Why don't they send an extra man here?
Baal Isidro was meant to help me, but he just spends all day in the bar on the lake and trades his weed for rice schnapps. He's addicted to the spirit. I fear I cannot expect any help from him.
I could help you sell your weed to the people.
I can only entrust such a large amount of weed to members of the Brotherhood. But you could help me give out gifts. Not everybody has tasted my goods yet. As soon as they've tried the weed, they'll want more, which means I can sell more.
I thought you could hardly manage to do your tasks now.
Baal Isidro will be taken care of soon. I've already sent a message to Korakalam.
What's in it for me if I hand out the weed for you?
I can reward you in many different ways. You can get magic spell scrolls from me, bearing the powerful magic of the sleeper. Or I can help you join our community if that's what you want. I have very good contacts to Korakalam and Baal Tyon. Both are very close to E. Baryon, our master. I can pay you with plain ore as well if you prefer. 100 nuggets should be enough for your efforts.
Okay, give me the weed. Who do you want me to give it to?
You're sure to find someone who'll take it. Talk to people, but only give one stalk to each person. One more thing. If you let somebody take the weed from you or if you smoke it yourself, our deal ceases to exist.
Sure. Show me your goods.
As you wish.
Ну, їх одно і то саме.
Now where are you going?
Where can I go?
To Laris.
I want to see Laris.
I doubt he'll talk to you.
Just you leave that to me.
I won't stop you.
Так, це вже щось...
Where do you want to go?
I want to meet Laris.
Laris is here, but you need a good reason to disturb him.
I want to join your gang.
Many people want to join us. You'll have to make a better offer if you want to pass through this gate.
І що ж?
Hey, how's it going?
Do you want to buy something?
I need a few things.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
I doubt that's ever likely to change. Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
Понятно.
People always talk.
You look like you could do with some swamp weed.
Here goes some. I'll have a stalk for 10 ore. Come back anytime, brother.
Believe everything you hear.
You're very
Hang on.
probably right.
Better not go rushing into anything.
I have some swamp weed here. Do you want some?
Sure. Here's 10 ore. Come by again when you get some more, will ya?
Простим розбійникам пороздавати?
Believe everything you hear.
You look like you could do with some swamp weed.
Here goes some. I'll have a stalk for 10 ore. Come back anytime.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
You look like you could do with some swamp weed.
Here goes some. I'll have a stalk for 10. Come back any.
If you think...
Так, це 4.
You don't look very agile. I could help you. I can show you how to control your body. It's the art of acrobatics. As soon as you've gained control of your body, you'll be able to jump much further. You'll learn how to roll off and what's the best way to land when falling. But don't forget, acrobatics can also be very useful during battle. You'll be able to change the distance between you and your foe very quickly. Good luck!
You look like you could do with some swamp weed.
You got some. I'll have a stalk for 10.
You look like you could do with some swamp weed.
You got some. I'll have a
How do I get furs and skins?
On the way to the new camp, you'll come across Aiden. He can teach you how to skin animals. Radford and Drax are hanging around in the north of the old camp. It's on the way to the trading square.
Where can I get a bow here?
You've come to the right address for that. I offer good value for good ore.
Who are you?
I'm Wolf. I make armor.
I'm looking for better armor.
I can't sell you anything. Lairs would kill me if I sold armor to strangers.
I'm looking for
I can't...
I'd like to learn how...
I can teach you.
How much?
Anything I teach you will cost you 50 ore. I don't haggle.
Да.
Do you trade in anything else?
I buy furs and skins from the hunters. If you get something like that...
Так.
I have some swamp weed here. Do you want any?
Why not go in? But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
That wasn't very clever.
Maybe.
Do you want some swamp weed?
Sure I do. Here's 10. If you get your hands on any more, you know...
You okay?
All's quiet for now.
For now?
If the rogues keep on attacking Gomez's convoys, it won't be long before him and his army come knocking down the gates. And that's not gonna be much fun.
Is there any trouble in this camp?
Man, there's always trouble. The rogues do as they please, and we mercenaries have to shield the mages and defend the camp.
Who calls the shots around here?
We do as the mages say, but usually they don't say nothing. They just hang out by the ore mound and bury their noses in their books. Basically, Lee's in charge. He's our boss.
I want to become a mercenary for the mages.
That's not so hard. If you're prepared to fight for our cause, Lee's bound to take you on. But he only takes people who are good with a sword. Well, are you?
Well...
I thought so. If you're really serious, talk to Gorn. He's trained newcomers before. Maybe you'll be lucky, and he'll take the time to train you.
Інтересно, інтересно. Ну, вже ніч, всі сплять, правильно? Корт спить.
You're disturbing my studies.
What's up, anyway?
Ладно.
You'll have to watch what you tell people.
Do you want some swamp weed?
Sure I do. Here's 10 ore. If you get your hands on any more, you...
I'd like to join you.
Lee won't take you on until you get real good. I'm telling you now. And until then, you'd better stay on good terms with Laris and his crowd. You want some advice, boy? Steal something important from the old camp. Or the old mine. As soon as the boys notice that you're against Gomez, you won't have any more trouble here.
And how do I do that?
You need to win their trust, and then you can rip them off.
Who are you?
I'm Torloff. I was involved in a mutiny as mate of a royal warship. It wasn't such a good idea. The greater part of the crew was on the captain's side. That's how I came to be here. Let me pass.
Do you want some swamp weed?
Sure I do. If...
Do you want some swamp weed?
Get me some...
Yeah, people always talk.
How are things?
Get lost! Hey, a new face.
Who are you?
I am Gorn, mercenary of the magicians.
What do you have to do as a mercenary of the magicians?
Lee has made a deal with the magicians. He hires the best fighters to be found in the colony, which means us. We take care that the scrapers can mine the ore without being bothered and keep trouble away from the magicians. The magicians make sure we'll get out of here. And we get a small share of the ore as our pay.
Can I stay somewhere here without having to kick somebody out of his hut?
I don't think so. But if that's really what you want to do, go and see Shrike. He's taken the hut right at the front, at the entrance to the cave. It was empty, but it really belonged to us.
Us?
Well, us mercenaries. Mercenaries and rogues live separately here. And none of Laris's gang should be here, on this side of the big hole. It doesn't make much difference, really, but he didn't ask. And you can't let those rogues get away with everything, because then they get real cocky.
What do I have to do to join the new camp?
Before Lee admits you, you'll have to improve your fighting skills. It doesn't matter what weapon you use, but you have to be good. Besides, you should be very experienced with the life here and everything. If you don't want to go to the other camps, you should try to join the rogues before you start as a mercenary. See you later.
Hey, you! Buzz off! Get... Hey, you! Buzz off! Lucky for you, but I would have enjoyed polishing your mug.
I've shared out the weed.
The first new customers have already been to see me. You've done a good job. What will you have as a reward?
I'll take the 100 ore.
Very well. Here.
Greetings, magician.
May the blessing of Adanos be with you. I can help you to increase your magic powers or give you some useful items. What can I do for you?
You want to destroy the barrier. How exactly do you plan to do that?
We need major amounts of magic ore. We'll release the entire magic power in a great magic rite to blow up the barrier. Of course, such a big amount of ore attracts a lot of rogues and crooks. That's why we need a man to defend our plan.
I'd like to join you.
If you want to join us, you should see Lee or Laris.
I need more magic power.
I can help you to increase your power. Use it wisely.
Понял.
I want to acquire magic writings. I'd like to become a magician.
We cannot afford to spread our knowledge among our enemies. We will not even consider instructing you unless you prove your loyalty to us.
Okay.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
We are the magicians of the Circle of Water. The magicians of the Circle of Fire live in the old camp.
But I can't get into the castle. Could you help me?
Well, occasionally we send messengers to our brothers in the old camp. But we only entrust these messages to Lara's men. He's been seeing to it for many years now that our messengers arrive safely. It was obvious that there would be trouble.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
If you think.
Do you know where you're heading?
Where?
You're heading straight for Lee, our leader.
What do I need to do to make you let me see Lee?
Nothing. This isn't the old camp, and Lee isn't Gomez. He doesn't need an army of henchmen to hide behind. He can defend himself. We are only here in case he needs us.
Окей.
Must be something about that.
А там магія, да?
You're very probably that's right. Likely to change.
Maybe. Must. As long as I'm not involved.
That wasn't very clever.
That's really not my problem.
Some people never learn.
You're the boss of the mercenaries, aren't you?
That's right, boy.
Which task do the mage's mercenaries have?
Very simple. Protect the ore, protect the mages. Sometimes the mages have a special task for one of us.
I'd like to join you.
You have a nerve. Do you honestly think I'll just take anybody who walks in here? You can only become one of us after you spent a certain time in the camp. I'll observe you.
How's it going?
As always, making sure that no one gets too close to the mages.
What can you tell me about this camp?
We have a number of unwritten laws here. 1. Only the mercenaries can enter the mages' zone. 2. You try to get anywhere near the ore mound, you're a dead man. 3. Don't try to get into the bar on the lake. You see, that's the rogues' bar, and they don't like new kids like you showing up there.
Do you need another good man?
We won't have anyone join the mercenaries unless they've been here for years and have had a lot of experience. If you want to stay in the camp, you'll have to get to grips with the rogues first.
Так, з розбійниками потрібно потрошувати. Ну, це, як би... Окей.
What goes on?
You've not been here long. The mages have been preparing for the blast. At least it looks that way. Considering the huge...
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
What do I have to do to join the camp?
You can join our gang, but first you have to prove you're against Gomez.
How do I do that?
If I were you, I'd get something important from the old camp, or the old mine, and take it to Lairs.
You're very probably right.
Ларсові принести щось світи, не?
Where do you want...
I want...
Let's talk about something else.
Some people never learn.
You should...
Як все запутано.
If you think some people there must be something about that story.
That's ever likely to change.
Maybe.
Так, слом замків неумілий, 90 кишесну, має ніс, скрадання, акробатика є, захист проти здоров'я 15, проти вогню 5. Ну, може, зможемо підняти до 20, але це нам мало чим допоможе.
I'm not listening.
As long as I'm not involved.
That wasn't very clever.
I'll tell you something, you have a problem. Bal Kagan will make sure you'll be replaced.
What? The sleeper have mercy on me. I need to get rid of this stuff.
People always talk.
Think about it. Give me the weed and we'll share the profit.
Oh man, I need to get rid of this stuff. You wouldn't try to make me look like a fool, would you?
I give you my word.
Good. Here's the stuff. You should get at least 400 ore for it. That would be 200 for each of us. I'll be waiting here. Come back as soon as you have the ore.
Do you know who'll take bigger amounts here?
If I knew that, I would have gone myself. I feel much better now that I'm rid of this stuff.
Let's talk about something else instead.
But keep it to yourself.
Давай,
Most
завершуй.
people don't need to know it.
I just want to talk.
I'm not here to talk.
Some people never learn.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Окей, what next?
Show me.
As you
Не дуже інтересно, але треба на сьогодні вже закінчувати. 3 година. It's time to sleep. Дякую всім, хто долучився. До зустрічі.